Is the way that one wants to celebrate their wedding day a possible deal breaker? That's what Monica's wondering here because she just got proposed to. She said yes, but they have very different ideas of what that wedding day should look like. And she's really nervous. She's going to turn him off so badly. That's a deal breaker, which I doubt. Hey, Monica.
Hey.
He would have to feel really super strongly about the actual wedding day for it to be a deal breaker, right?
I mean, I'm hoping so.
All right, so
I'm not sure.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, so what's going on between you and he?
So we never really talked about marriage in a serious way. Honestly, him proposing was pretty unexpected, and obviously I said yes, and I want to. But I honestly just never thought he was actually ready, and I myself didn't want to seem pushy or eager. So the talk never happened, but of course I said yes, and he doesn't know, and I think he probably assumed otherwise, is that I have zero desire for a wedding. I don't have a big family, and I don't have a lot of close friends. I'm pretty introverted, and he's the complete opposite. He's got a big family and tons of friends, and he's really outgoing. I mean, that's part of why, we work so well together.
Mm-hmm.
But he's already talking about the big day, and I don't want that at all. I want to elope. I feel really strongly about not having a big traditional wedding. It's just not in me. So I am really worried that it is going to be a deal breaker for him because he is, a big people person. I don't know how to tell him.
I think you might be blowing this a little bit out of proportion here. You're talking about a deal breaker. Oh, you don't want a big wedding, then we are over. I don't think I've ever heard that before.
Yeah, but it could happen. I mean, some guys want the party just as much as some brides. I was small wedding, not big, little, let's go to an island somewhere and invite 12 people. And my husband was like, I want a party. He wanted a party in his hometown with all his favorite people. And that's what we gave him, the wedding he'd always dreamed of.
Is that right?
Yeah.
1-855-BERT Show. Mo?
I completely understand being introverted and not necessarily wanting to do that. But if it's one day, why are you so against giving it to him?
I guess it brings up a lot for me in terms of the fact that I don't have as close of a family as he does, and that I don't know. I shut down a little bit when there's a lot of people.
That was difficult for me when we both put together our list of who we wanted to invite, and then we on other ends of the house, and then we came together, and his was 3 times as big as mine, and I was like, oh man, so now we have to cut out people. And then seeing, I just didn't want a church wedding with 2 different sides because I knew my side was going to be so sad and dwindling and feeble, and his was going to be so big.
Yeah.
And it's tough. So a lot of weddings is don't pick a side. We're all family today, because they don't want to make a certain family member feel sad. And it's really hard not to notice how different your family dynamic is from somebody that has that big, loving, boisterous family. Anybody that's going to marry Mo.
Mm-hmm. Party.
Yeah, that's a party.
Yes.
We're going to need a state.
Yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Maria, good morning. You're part of the Bert Show. Can you help Monica out here?
Yeah, hi. I was just going to say that my fiancé and I were in a similar situation. I wanted to elope, and he definitely wanted the wedding, but I'm very introverted, so we kind of just agreed that we were just going to do 50 people, so I think you can definitely at least try and compromise.
Yeah, I think so too. At least for me, I think that a lot of weddings have a lot of people that attend that aren't really part of that tight circle anyway, that you're trying to appease family members and you're not really close to. And for me now, when I get married, I really want it to be the people that really care for me the most. It's going to mean something that day.
So there's a couple ways that Monica could go with this. She could, every single idea you have for the wedding, think of every worst idea. I want to get married by an Elvis with a llama bride and a llama groom.
Yes.
In a barn, with horses. Say every awful thing that he'll be like, this is getting worse and worse and worse. She has no good ideas, and it's terrible. And then when you bust out, let's just elope at this beautiful little intimate venue that I found on Pinterest that's local to us, and you can't have more than 30 people in there, that'll be splendid for him.
Or she'll have so many dumb ideas. He's going to go like, is this somebody I really want to marry?
I don't think anybody would
could easily backfire.
If you said I want to have possum bouquets instead of actual flowers, I don't think somebody would leave you
I'm
because
out.
of that.
Done.
Gone.
We're gone.
What is a possum bouquet?
Like every bridesmaid holds a possum.
You know what? Maybe marrying
You haven't seen that, Tommy?
You haven't seen
Weirdo.
that?
That's the wedding I'd want a ticket for.
That's a
on
West
Amazon?
Virginia wedding. Yeah, roadkill bouquets.
Erica, good morning. What's up?
Good morning.
Hey.
So I was in the same position as her when I got married 2 years ago. I don't have a lot of family. He has a giant family and lots of friends. I don't have very many friends. We did the wedding for him. I had 2 people there out of everyone, and we invited all his family, and only probably 50 showed up out of hundreds of people. We spent thousands of dollars on this wedding, regretted it. So I say just talk to him, because in the end, both of us, my husband wanted it. I didn't. Even he agrees. He wishes we eloped and spent the money on something better, like an amazing honeymoon or paying off our student loans.
I feel like I am determined to ruin the wedding industry.
Usually, I see your wheels turning.
You've been at it for a
So
while.
much stress, man. So much money. Monica, here's the thing, though. This whole thing came out of nowhere for you guys. You haven't even really talked about wedding. You hadn't talked about marriage. So he may be assuming that this is what you want, and it might not even be what he wants. But you guys haven't even had a talk about it yet. So I think this thing might be blowing up in your head more than it's going to be this weekend.
That's a good point. And it's helpful to hear like the other perspectives. I definitely feel better about talking to him.
And after the wedding is this really like crazy thing called marriage, and the yuckiest part of it is communicating.
Yeah.
So you might want to try that like preemptively and just see how you guys do with it.
To see if it
Warm 'em
fits.
up to 'em.
Does it fit?
To see if it fits. If
It's a good
communication
fit.
fits.
The Bert Show.